make the next meal lighter just to give your body some time to digest and rest and not trying to work so hard to metabolize that large meal, and move your body so that way the pancreas is not doing all the heavy lifting. Y'all, welcome back to Blood Sugar Unfiltered. I missed you all. I'm your host, Russ Powell, registered dietitian and certified diabetes care and education specialist. And I could not leave you guys hanging before we got into the holidays. Today, we're talking about holiday eating, not in the don't eat the pie type of way. We're talking about enjoying the holidays without turning it into a hollow week or a hollow month. And we're going to ground this whole conversation around one principle that I repeat over and over around this time. Start with the end in mind. Most people don't struggle on the actual holiday. It's the days around it. It's the days leading up to it and then the days after it. And also, it's the mindset shift that I often see creep up. It's the I messed up this meal. I'm just going to blow it the whole week. I'll just start back over on Monday. Or, hey, it's the holidays. It's too much going on. I'm just going to start back over in January when things settle back down. But that drift in mindset, that drift in your routine is what leads to higher blood sugars, leads to more cravings. It leads to you feeling low on energy and not motivated to move. And that just spirals. So that way, when you get to the January A1c draw, that's when things just blow up. So we're not going to do that this year. We're going to do something different. We're going to be intentional and we're going to stay the course. So here's the question I want you to ask yourself. How do you want to feel January 2nd? Do you want to feel lighter? Do you want to feel more in control? You want to feel like I've been great. I've been consistent. Not really much to change here besides just keep doing what I'm doing. Do you want to feel proud of yourself? Like, hey, I was actually able to flex some, healthy habits, set some limits, and still enjoy the holiday. When you anchor to your future self, not thinking about the right now, looking at your future self, things get a little bit easier because you're probably sitting here like, yeah, I start over every January in that same, 15, 20 pounds I said I was going to lose. I'm still sitting with it now. We're not going to do that. So it's not about perfection when it comes to this because perfection is not sustainable or achievable. We're human. It's about being intentional and knowing that the little things that we do make a big difference, such as not going in with the mindset I'm going to hold all my food or not eat breakfast because I'm going to have a large Thanksgiving lunch or dinner. No, we're not going to save up calories here. We're going to start our day out with a balanced breakfast just to keep our metabolic rhythm in check. We're going to keep those leftovers for no more than 2 days, y'all. My rule is no more than 1 day, but no more than 2 days. And by day 3, you should already have things in the kitchen to where you can go back to regular programming. And staying hydrated. It's so easy to skip out on drinking because you got people in your house, or maybe you're cooking, you're running around, and you look up like, I haven't drunk a drop of water. So making sure that you're starting your day out, with some water, staying hydrated. And if you are cooking, keeping your cup somewhere nearby to where you can just take a few sips in passing while you're going through the kitchen. And then also finding ways on your plate to neutralize the carbohydrates. What that means is pairing your carbs. Don't load your plate up with cornbread dressing, macaroni and cheese, and sweet potatoes, and then you just got a slither of protein. No, make sure you have your protein anchored on there. First bite is some protein, some vegetables, and then have your starches. So that way you can neutralize and calm those glucose spikes. And eat your normal meals before you have to go into someone's house. And that's one thing. Not everybody cooks the same way. And so don't go into someone's house hungry. If you don't know what they eat or you don't really like their food, eat your normal food before you go. So that way you can make wise decisions and not just eating just because. And one thing too, when it comes to desserts, if you are a dessert person, don't waste your desserts on something that you can get any day. If you know you can get chocolate chip cookies at any given Sunday, then choose the sweet potato pie. choose the pecan pie, things that's special. So that way you can actually savor it and enjoy it, because you know this is the only time this particular dessert shows up. And try to eat the desserts closer to the meal where you have buffers versus waiting hours after that meal and then you go get a couple slices of pie. You're going to see that glucose explode. So, with that said, you're not supposed to white knuckle your holiday. You're supposed to go in, with strategy. You're supposed to enjoy it, but with some boundaries, because all in all, this is your health. And the boundaries is limited to just the holiday and not making it a full blown month of you being off track. And give yourself some compassion and grace. If the Thanksgiving lunch or dinner is your biggest meal, make the next meal lighter just to give your body some time to digest and rest, and not trying to work so hard to metabolize that large meal. And move your body so that way the pancreas is not doing all the heavy lifting. Let your muscles jump into the game. It can pull in more sugar and faster than your pancreas can anytime. So just move for 10 minutes after your meal. That could be you putting up some things in the kitchen, you taking a lap around the house, whatever it is, it counts. Just 10 minutes of movement after you eat. Because we don't want the holiday eating to blow up our CGM to where it just messes up our average and all the things, and you just feel so defeated. And because you knew that, man, prior to this, my numbers were great, and now the holidays have set me back. So, with that said, think about January when you go for the A1c draw at the beginning of the year. Most people go around January, February. And just knowing that the January A1c is a look back at the past 3 months. It's a look back at December, November, and October. So when people say, I'll just start after the holidays, that January lab is already reflecting what you're doing right now. So if you can control January right now to where you can walk into their doctor's appointment confident and not them talking about increasing medications or insulin, all the things because you have gotten off track. Just think about what you do right now is writing the prescription for January or driving the conversation for January. That is why starting with the end in mind is powerful. It helps you walk into that appointment feeling steady and confident. And here's the best part. You don't need to wait until January to take care of yourself. Just start with small changes now. It could be already thinking about who you're going to give your food away to. It's thinking about that grocery list. Like, you know what? I don't need to make that many pies. So already start thinking about what you want your food environment, what your home to look like when everybody leaves the house. And if you're listening and thinking, I know what I should do, I just need help doing it. This is your sign to book a complimentary discovery call with me at russpowellnutrition.com/book. I accept Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare, and Anthem programs, health plans, as well as if you have an FSA and HSA, my program is covered under that as well. And I do offer flexible self-pay options. If you want that structure, that clarity and support, you don't have to do this alone. Get on my calendar. So remember, keep the holiday a day, not a Holi-Week, and start with the end in mind so your future self with thank you. And thank you for hanging out with me and reconnecting. I know it's been a while and I'm so happy you're here. And share this episode with someone who needs a little encouragement this season. And I'll see you in the